Why do they call you Mr. 74? Well, I joined the Sub2 community 12 months ago, and since then, I've done 74 deals.
Looking to get my first property within the next 30 days, hopefully.
I am ready for deals. I'm thinking about deals.
Hey, Tom here, Flip Anything USA. So look, today we're going to talk about Pace Morby and Mr. 74.
You've got 74. Since then, I've done 74 deals.
Bunch of deals, but don't talk about any of the money. If there is any money, maybe they lost money. We don't know. You know, I've been critical of Pace because he is vague. I think he's an extreme exaggerator. I think he should get an award for making so much out of so very little. Sub-2, subject to deals are quite risky. A lot of risk involved with those. If you're new to my channel, listen, I've been investing in real estate since I was 19 years old. It's almost 4.5 decades I've been doing this. I was a millionaire back in 1987. First thing you should do right now is hit that subscribe button. Don't let my channel get away from me. Helps the station, but number one, it can help you. You want to learn how to make millions of dollars in real estate? I've made tens of millions over my lifetime, and I'm showing people how to do it. Get in my free webinar. I have it every Thursday, 7 p.m. Central. Go to the link below, flipanythingusa.com/webinar. Sign up for it. You can talk to me face to face if you want. Don't waste any time. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. You don't want to miss my channel. I've been doing it for years. Every Thursday, including this coming Thursday, I have a free webinar, right? Costs nothing to come in. I promise you, people tell me they've learned more in my webinar than they've learned in an entire course from one of these fake gurus. So today, let's get into it. This is a Pace Morby commercial, Sub2. I see you haven't joined. Well, why would anybody join? And that's really my challenge to you, Pace, is why should anybody join? Why should anybody join? All I ever hear out of you is deals, deals, deals.
Since then, I've done 74 deals.
Never any money.
Nice nuts!
Thanks, 84 to be exact.
Why 84?
Well, I'm using them to keep track of all the deals I've done in the last 6 months.
All about deals. I'm going to get into it. I'll look at some of his testimonials. You can always judge a good teacher by its students, and I got the best. Let's start from the beginning of this, and then I will begin to review it.
Why do they call you Mr. 74? Well, I joined the Sub2 community 12 months ago, and since then, I've done 74 deals. You've bought 74 houses? Yes and no. I've done wholesale, fix and flip, sponsored loans, lent private money, and added houses to my portfolio. So is that everything you learned in the Sub2 community? Absolutely not. I've also made my best friends there and all my business partners. So how do I join the Sub2 community? Well, do what I did and watch the case study on everything we do within the Sub2 community. Click the link down below.
Mr. 74 deals, right? So 74 deals, he could have lost $100,000 or maybe only made $740. You don't know. Listen, when you have something to promote, when you have something to bring, something to offer, you of course, you want to show off your testimonies. You want to show off how good you are as a teacher. Let's take a look. Mr. 74, and by mistake, Mr. 74, you want to come on the show? I'd love for you to explain. If you can tell me how you made money on half of those 74 deals, just in specifics, right? I'll give you $1,000. Let's go to Sub2 success stories, right? This is sub2.com/success stories, right? Now, I want to show you one of his success stories, and I could pick any of these because I've watched them all. There's about 90 minutes here, and I did not find at the time that I watched all these, not $1 of profit was expressed. No specifics. Most important thing you want to know is you want to know how much money can you make. So let's watch this young man right here, Hezekiah. Let's see what this testimonial is on his success page.
I found out about Pace 2 weeks ago, and today I'm meeting him in person. Just gone down the rabbit hole, literally watching all his videos, and it's amazing, mind-blowing. Sub2 is crazy. Looking to get my first property within the next 30 days, hopefully. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, so you heard that? Sub2 is crazy. That's probably the only thing I agree with. But what he did say there is he's looking forward to his first deal. Is that a success story, folks? Who here thinks that's a success story? I'd love to hear from you. Tell me why that's a success story. 74 deals. Hasn't expressed a 1 or the money that's been made. Let me show you my success page, right? I liken it to like the Pepsi Cola challenge, right? We're competing. So this is my success page, flipanythingusa.com/success. Invite you to come take a look at them. All of mine have specifics on money made. See Rich here, down here? This is Rich. I like this story. I like them all, but this one particularly is really nice. Rich here had picked up a couple of properties, made like 100 or so on the first one, about 150 on the second one, and then damn near 800,000 on the third one, correct?
Yeah.
His income from what was his part-time side hustle, if you want to call it that, now exceeds or matches his full-time income. Much more specific, right? He realized over $1 million cash profits between 3 deals. And I've only been mentoring for three and a half years. He did that, I think, in his first 18 months. You know, like Mr. 74 did 74 deals and didn't show a 1 or didn't even speak of a 1 of profit. All right, so take a look at this. Just of 2 properties that totaled 2.3 million, right?
Yeah.
2.3 million, and so now he's got 10 grand a month coming in. Beautiful properties. He'd already did 3 land deals, made over $1 million. He rolled those into the purchase of these other deals, right? This one here, about a 5,000 square foot commercial center. He still owns it. This is part of the $130,000 roughly income he has now coming in 18 months. In 18 months, he's made over $1 million in cash and rolled it into and made probably another almost $1 million just on the equity on these additional ones. These are the things that I think are the most worthwhile. The contrast I like to make, because I want you to compare. Now listen.
One of the things that Tom really does give you is his contact number. So being able to reach Tom, being able to reach out to Tom when you're in a crunch is very vital. I ran into that on the warehouse that I bought. I was running into an issue where there was an environmental study, and I was kind of freaking out about it because.
So if you heard what he said Tom is there. Tom is available. When I take calls, I take texts. I'm here to mentor you. I want to see you succeed, okay? And all the stuff you see scrolling between Rich and I in this interview is all the probably 100 or so texts that we exchanged when he was buying his land, when he was buying his buildings, when he was selling them. That is a true mentorship, folks. Let's go look at another Pace Morby. That's, where do we go here? Now back to Pace's success story. Now let's go find another one. These are Pace's own hand-selected individuals or whatever that he put on his website. Saw Hezekiah, 0 deals. I think it was this lady here. She apparently bought a triplex, or maybe I'm thinking she bought a place, bought a deal, another deal with 2 other people, maybe strangers that she met in the, something like that. All right, we could do this guy here, but he's kind of long-winded, but in the end, nothing. Let's go. Okay, I like this guy. Let's go to this guy here. Hey, listen to Jean here. This is her sub-2 success story. This is the Pace Morby success story.
Hi, Pace. Well, this might be a little premature since I'm only 1 week into this. However, I would say that as far as people, Reagan has been wonderful. I've enjoyed chatting with her in Messenger. I've had a couple other people reaching out, and then of course in the Facebook and everything. I would say that there's been a couple times where it feels like I'm a little overwhelmed, and hopefully the pieces come back together. But it makes me feel good when I can answer questions in the Facebook or other people.
Did you hear that? Okay, look at Jean here's been in the program for 1 week, hadn't done a deal yet, doesn't really know what she's doing by her own, description. Also by her own description, she's in the Facebook and she's answering questions. Let's hear that again.
Questions in the Facebook or other people may have, and pull from some of the real estate that I do have. I would say I am ready for deals. I'm thinking about deals. I'm doing my best to get through as quickly as some of the training, and I'm excited. It makes me feel like I can be successful again.
Okay, you get it here? This is what he calls a success. This is a success story. By his own description on his own website, you got him, you got this gal here, Jean seems like a nice gal. Hezekiah here, going down the rabbit hole, ain't made $1 yet, can't wait to make a deal. She's basically the same thing, but that is by no means, to me, a success story. Please comment comment if I'm wrong. If this belongs, if you like this kind of detail, 74 deals and not one quantitative with a value. Does this make you want to get into sub 2? Hearing a young kid that actually paid his money and he hadn't made any money yet, but he's hopeful. This girl, this woman, Jean, got in, doesn't know anything, answering questions in the Facebook group. Give you any hope there? Or this guy here, Mr. 74 Deals. He sounds the most impressive, but why? Why? Maybe he lost his ass. We don't know. So now look, I'm going to give you a contrast that last testimony. I'm grabbing another one from my success page. This here is Steve. He's bought 2 houses, 2 commercial buildings. He's actually sitting in one of them. He's a mechanic, has his own shop, got great energy, really, really neat guy. Listen to him. This is a testimonial.
$1 million deal. I've never, done this in my life. I was like freaking out, and after reading Tom's book and being involved in his mentorship, I've been able to make a couple $100,000 on a house, another couple $100,000 on another house, and what I estimate is up in excess of $1 million in equity on a commercial building that I bought. So it's very real, and it's very tangible. So highly recommend it.
That's a testimonial, right? And this guy's made over $1 million now in real estate. He told you a couple $100,000 house, a couple $100,000. What he estimates to be about another $1 million. I want you to compare, right? I want you to compare. Who's the best? Who's the best for the consumer? And I'm telling you, that's me. If you want to learn about making money in real estate, you're not going to find a better mentor than me. Hey, please, again, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. You want to get into my class, but you want to take a webinar. Get into the webinar. I do it every Thursday, 7 p.m. Central. Don't miss out on the webinar. I'm telling you, it costs nothing. And you'll learn more in a very short webinar than you probably learn in classes that you paid hundreds of thousands of dollars for. I have no idea if Pace has even made $1 million on a piece of property. I don't even know if he's ever made $100,000 before he was selling, the courses that he's selling. I want to give you an idea. There's no bullshit. I can't stand bullshit. So look, see these properties here? These make up tens of millions of dollars in real estate that I bought. Probably might even be $100 million. I don't know. That's the properties that I bought in the last 30 years. But the first 10 years of my real estate adventures all come out here in California, out here in the desert, back in like 1981. Bought this property when I was 19 years old. 5,900 square foot commercial industrial building. All these other buildings, houses back here. Probably 7-8 years that I made my first $1 million. Buildings, houses, land. You guys love land? I made $350,000 on this piece. Got another piece of land here. I made, paid 30, sold for 165. This is the kind of success if you're truly interested in making money, this is what you should be most focused on. Is you want to know the credibility of your mentor. You want to know their history. You want to know what they bring to the table. And that's what I do, and that's what I like to show, and I beg for comparison. You go to flipanythingusa.com. You can sign up for a webinar right there. Just click on that. Takes a minute. Little teeny tiny form to fill out. No obligation, no money. You're just going to get an invite and a link to get in. You can talk to me face to face. If they want to step it up a notch, apply for mentorship right here. Just hit apply for mentorship. Little bit longer form, like maybe 7 spaces instead. Helps me better design a program for you of where you should start, right? But the bottom line is, I'm looking for people that have already saved a little bit of money. If you haven't saved 20 grand, then I don't want you. I don't want you joining my class if you have to borrow the money. I really don't. I don't want you. Unless you have a lot of money, equity in a property, that's different. This is the key difference, and I think I demonstrated it well. I hope you agree. Let me know. There is a path to getting wealthy in real estate. Like I said, I've been doing this 4.5 decades. Made my first $1 million in my 20s. You can do it too. Don't let my channel get away from you. So hit that subscribe button and get in a webinar this Thursday.
Stop and listen. Time is on a mission to eliminate all the snake oil and the fake gurus that fake y'all. He'll show you how to build an empire, starting with nothing but a desire. All you really need is a good mentor, not a used car bullshit. With time, you'll learn to crush it. investing like Warren Buffett. With real estate, you cannot procrastinate. Everyone who hesitates is left at the starting gate. Hey, yo, so don't delay and join today. The mentorship and flip anything. USA, go.